Hello friends, how are you all? This is Lakshya Roda and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can build and push a Docker image in Azure DevOps using CI/CD pipelines. So for that you need a Docker file, because Docker file, if you are aware of Docker, if you know the basics of Docker, then you must be knowing that to build any Docker image we use a Docker file. You can also pull an existing image from Docker Hub or from any from Azure Container Registry. Also we can pull any existing Docker image, but the best practice is, and as the companies they mainly prefer creating Docker files. So you need to first have a Docker file in your repo, and you need to have Azure DevOps account and just basic knowledge of Docker. These are the prerequisite you must be having before you watch this video. So let's get started. I'm in my Azure DevOps portal. So in my repos, let me show you the Docker file first, which will be used to create a Docker image, and then afterwards we will push it. See, this is my Docker file. From Debian Jesse Slim run apt get update, apt get install. So these are the commands in my Docker file. Let me copy and show you in Notepad. This is the Docker file from Debian Jesse. This is the base image I am using. So Docker file consists of this from instruction, which specifies the base image from which I will be creating this Docker file. Or if you write from scratch, it will start building this Docker file from scratch. Then comes a run command. Run command is like if you want to run any generic command like apt get update. Get command is basically used in Ubuntu systems. If you want to install anything, and if you are using CentOS or RHEL, these are basically Linux distributions, then you can use run yum install httpd, any command, any software, any package that you need to install, that you need to specify here after run. And I've used this and part. Why? Because I need to I'm not writing it in a single line. That's why I've used this backslash and apt get install -y no install recommends. Cause and screen fetch, these are the libraries, basic libraries, and rm-rf var lib apt lists. It means it will remove and forcefully remove. Rm means remove, F means forcefully, and small r means recursively. It will remove all these files and folders under this directory recursively. This is the environment path I have set, and this is the command cmd. So let me show you. This is the basic Docker file. You can create your own Docker file. Many Docker files are available on Microsoft Docs and GitHub also. You can fetch from anywhere if you want. So in this video, our main concern is how we will be building Docker file using CI/CD pipelines. Let's go to pipeline. Click on new pipeline. I am using classic editor. This is my repo docker.git master. I'm clicking on continue. You just need to select your repo. Type the template docker okay, I'm taking empty job. I will define my task afterwards. Why it is so slow? Get to docker pipeline. Agent pool, I'm not changing it. It will be Azure pipelines and specification will be as it is. These are the sources and this is the agent job. I need to add a task. Since we are building Docker file, we will be creating, selecting Docker task. Add this Docker task. This is the name of the task, container registry. I have already created my container registry. Let me show you how we can do that. Container registry, I will be pushing this image to Docker Hub. I will be selecting Docker Hub. I will be giving my Docker ID, or that will be your username, password. Click on verify and save your service connection. It is simple. Just select your service connection. Service connection means like how it will authenticate to your Docker Hub. Container repository, let me copy my container repository. Also, or if you want, you can deploy it to Docker Hub. This is my container repo name, command build and push. I'm selecting build and push. Why? Because I will be building and pushing it. If you select only build, it will only build the image, build the Docker file. It will not push it. You can use only push, login, logout, start, stop. I am using build and push. I am selecting my Docker file from here. This is my Docker file. Click on OK. Build context I am not giving. I am just creating a simple pipeline. Save and queue. Give a comment. Build Docker file. Click on save and run. It will start your build pipeline. It will be starting job. It is actually looking for the agent. Acquiring an agent from the cloud, as you can see. Queue position information is available. It is basically looking for the agent so that the job could start. Push my image. I will also show you like what is my exact image structure, that I will show you afterwards after this is done. It will take time to build and push. Let me pause the video. You all can see our build pipeline is completed. So build and push is the major part. It basically started building our Docker file from step 1 till step 13 from Debian. This is our base image I have defined in my Docker file. Step 2 is an apt get update and apt get install. So this is how like our Docker file gets executed to create a Docker image. Let me go to my Docker Hub. See, Lakshya 144 Docker repo updated 40 minutes ago. Last pushed 4 minutes ago. This is my earlier previous Docker image and this is the new latest Docker image in my Docker Hub. 4 minutes ago it is updated. Let me go to the command prompt. Docker pull. this is my latest image 5 minutes ago. I will copy this command and paste it. So for pulling the image, if you are aware of basic Docker commands, then to pull the image from any repo, then we use this docker pull command, docker pull and the repo name, and this is the image name along with the tag 213. It will start pulling the image from remote repository into my local, pulling from Laksh144 repo, docker repo, and already exists. Why it is saying already exists? Because some part of the image, some layers of the image already exist in my local system, so it will not pull that again. And now the pull is complete. Downloaded newer image, docker images. It will list, sorry, it will list all the image. This is my latest image. Now I will run a container, docker run image id. See, this is my container, running container, sorry, running image. So container is basically a running instance of an image. How I am getting this output? Yo cmd, let me explain you that also. This is my docker file. Docker file is the origin for this container. From docker file we created docker image, from docker image we created container. As you can see in cmd command cow say yo cmd, these are the arguments which I have passed in my cmd. So that's how it is displaying here, yo cmd, and this is the image for that. Cowse is basically a library for that. You can also specify an entry point. So we have basically two types of you can say these are the commands. CMD and entry point is also one more command which is similar to CMD. So CMD argument is basically used when we want to specify some basic arguments, like if you want to create any generic image, and user can override these parameters also. Like I simply created docker run, I type docker run and the image id. If I specify some parameter here also, then it will show that as output in our docker container. But in case of entry point, if we specify entry point, then we cannot override that parameter. So I will create a separate video on how, like, what is the difference between CMD and entry point, and how the result or the container affects as soon as we change any argument or any parameter in CMD and entry point commands. So for that there will be a separate video. In this video I just showed you how we can create a docker image using docker file and push that image to docker hub. After pushing the image, I basically pulled that image into my local system and ran a container using docker run image id. So this is the workflow that you need to understand. Docker file, docker image gone to docker hub, which is basically a repository. I pulled the image from docker hub into my local. After that I ran a container out of my image. So this is the workflow that you need to understand if you are new to Docker. And you can play around with it. You can play around with Docker file. You can create new images accordingly. You can push them and then run containers. If you specify some extra parameters or arguments in your docker run command, like when you are running your container, then the result will be different based on the commands you have used in your docker file, like as I told about entry point and CMD. You can change these values, parameters, and accordingly there will be a newer image. So yeah, that's it guys for this video, and thanks for watching my video and supporting me. Please let me know if you are like having some questions or doubts. Please let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to resolve that. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.